Yo, what it do, YouTube? Today's video, I want to chime in with a quick impromptu video. And today's video, I'm gonna drop some more spiritual messages. You figure dig what I'm trying to tell you. And also, it's Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? I've been busy all day, survey. You know what I'm saying? And you know, on Sundays the surveys go slow as hell, so it's oh my god, it's horrible. You know what I mean? On Sundays. But tomorrow, Monday through Friday, but really Monday through Saturday, it's shit like clockwork. You know what I'm saying? And I said surveys. Yeah, you heard me right. You see what I'm saying? So I've been busy all day working, and I ain't really get a chance to drop a video earlier. And I know a lot of people gonna say, well, the word of God, it don't have no time on it. It don't wait. It's this, it's that. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ don't have no time limit on it, and that's true. That's 100% factual. You know what I'm saying? But I usually like to have all my ducks in one row. You feel me? I like to usually have all my ducks in one row. You know what I'm saying? Before I start making videos and stuff like that. But it's better late than never. You feel me? Really better on time. But you figured it what I'm trying to tell you. But anyway, so I'm gonna hit you with a Sunday sermon. And yeah, man, we gonna go off the top. Pause. No Diddy. Roll that dope up. You feel me? Shout out JJ, my homie JJ. I'm gonna give him probably like a 10 to 15 minute segment, and he gonna do a video about psychedelics and stuff like that. All the psychedelics he has tried in his lifetime. He said that he has tried over 50 different psychedelics. And the crazy thing about it, this might sound crazy and dumb and ignorant, but I didn't even know they had that many psychedelics out there. I thought it was just the main ones, like fuck, like fucking MDMA, Molly, same shit, LSD, acid. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Marijuana is a mild hallucinogenic, but with the weed they got nowadays that's so strong, that shit is a major hallucinogenic. So weed is a psychedelic. DMT, I tried DMT 3 times and shit like that. So I tried a few different psychedelics and stuff like that. And no, I'm not on here promoting drug use or nothing like that. This is for educational and research and fair use purposes only. You see what I'm saying? The Fair Use Act is now in effect because I just stated it in this video. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is for educational purposes only. I'm not trying to tell people you better know. I'm just saying that I'm going to give my homie a 10 to 15 minute segment, probably this Wednesday that's coming up. He going to do a video about all the different psychedelics he has tried. And the reason why that's important is because a lot of people don't know we're going through psychological warfare right now. But in the Western world, they teach you that psyche is the study of the mind, but psyche really is the study of the soul. You see what I'm saying? And what psychedelics has been used for, especially for like the last 75 years, it ain't even been a whole 100 years yet, almost, but for like the last 75 years and shit like that, you know, Nazis in Nazi Germany and stuff like that, they came to America, they went to Chile, you know, different parts of Central America, different parts of South America. Some went to Australia, Brazil, etc., 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 right? And they was using psychedelics to control people, to create them to be super soldiers. You know what I mean? And they used it in the MK Ultra test. And it's crazy because for the people that survived the psychedelic torture and the test and all that, a lot of these people was used as psionic weapons, and a psionic person is a person that was born with psychic abilities. And you know, as human beings, we're extraordinary. We are the extraterrestrials. But you have interdimensional beings as well. And you got extraterrestrial beings that's from a different dimension. They're not interdimensional, they extraterrestrial. So they from an outer dimension, but they come in here to try to get, you know, resources for like energy and stuff like that from Earth. But then you have interdimensionals, which is like fallen angels and jinn and all these other little demons and ghosts and poltergeists and all that type of stuff. And a lot of people don't know that psychedelic drugs, I'm not even going to talk about that yet, but people were born, psionic people, such as myself, I'm psionic. I was born with psychic abilities, psychic gifts. You know, everybody gifts, it forms differently. You see what I'm saying? So my skill set with my particular ability, it might not be like the next psionic person. And I hate to really use the word psychic because that's really what it is, but I hate to use that word because that word has been broken down, cliche, Hollywood so many times. And no offense to Hollywood, shout out Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? I'm right down the street from Hollywood. You know, metaphorically and figuratively speaking, and literally speaking. You know what I'm saying? I'm down the street from Hollywood. Shout out Hollywood, but I'm saying as in the terms of a term, that term has been played out and used so many times that it's just like a Hollywood term. You know, psychic, the word psychic, but it's really the real scientific word for a psychic is somebody that's psionic. And a lot of people, you know, human beings, we're extraterrestrial beings, so we have extra abilities. Everybody's born with a different gift and stuff like that. Besides just being psionic and stuff like that, some people just born with different higher attributes than other people. Whether they better in athletics, they more analytical in math, they better in science. Some people more proficient in reading. I'm just giving examples. You know what I'm saying? The Myers-Briggs personality test. See, a lot of people got to understand that personality and emotions and all that shit, it all plays in your mental. That's all your mental stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because emotions is mental. Personality, that's all mental and all that shit. You see what I'm saying? So, somebody else that's a psionic person, they might not even know that they got these abilities. They probably might feel a little strange and all that. Because, you know, when we born, everybody raised differently. You know, the people who got these abilities, really all humans got psychic abilities. Some people's are just suppressed. Some people have it, it's dormant. They gotta relearn certain type of stuff. Some people like myself, it was already kind of unlocked. I had certain abilities already unlocked, but the other ones was locked down in my so-called junk DNA from, you know, growing up eating, you know, candy, chips, ice cream, and, you know, snacks and all this shit, and fluoride in the tap water and all this shit, soda, juice, all that shit, you know, wasn't conscious. But as I started to get older, I started to do my own research, started to wake up, you know, and psychedelic drugs was used for a long time to control people's mind. But a lot of people who was born with these abilities, these natural abilities, when they take psychedelics, it naturally enhances the abilities that's already in them. So a lot of people might start getting smarter when they get off drugs. Like some people get smarter when they get off drugs. And I'm not telling you to go do drugs. I'm just telling you that psychedelics, or so-called drugs, whatever, it can enhance your attributes, make you better in categories you're already good at. It's just that stuff is just dormant because certain parts of your brain is locked down, certain parts of your DNA, you know, it's all connected. And then you got certain people who they can become, you know, dumber or retarded or, you know, less proficient when they off a psychedelic substance. You know, it might bring their intellectual properties down. Some people, it enhance their intellectual properties. You see what I'm saying? And that's been used in psychic war for so long. That's why these drugs and stuff is all promoted on and music and stuff like that, because music is all, it's all psyche. You see what I'm saying? Because the psyche is the study of your soul. So music is an actual frequency that comes from the human soul. You see what I'm saying? Roll up that dope. What is that? Thinking it's a joke. Go and get the gat. Fuck this bitch and give her back. Hey, that's that King Louis shit. I'm trying to keep this shit PG. But yeah, man. Fuck that shit out. What'd he say? Roll up the dope. Where the bitch is at? Thinking this a joke. Go and get the gat. Fuck his bitch and give her back. Money never give her that. And I'm off all flats. Hey, dog, folks go hard. You feel me? I'm just talking shit, but yeah, man. So I just want to give y'all a little bit of some of that, and that's why I'm gonna give my homie JJ a segment on Wednesday to do a video on psychedelics, all the psychedelics he tried, because a lot of these different psychedelics he has tried, a lot of these psychedelics was used in experiments during the war. You see what I'm saying? During Hitler's Third Reich. You see a lot of these drugs drove people crazy. Some enhances people. That's why each type of drug is different. I'm not telling you or promoting it. I'm just telling you that it's chemistry, it's science. You know what I'm saying? And it goes hand in hand with spirituality. A lot of people don't want to believe that. So I'm just giving y'all that little heads up. But since I'm already still on that topic, I might as well finish what I'm saying. So that's why you see the promotion of so many different drugs, and now it's a lot of narcotics now. You see what I'm saying? Narcotics it's kind of the same thing as psychedelic drugs, but it's different. It's like in a different category because a narcotic is just like prescription drugs and all this new freaky shit they got out. But like a motherfucking psychedelic drug, that's physics, that's chemistry, that's whole different shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of a narcotic, but it's something different. But that's why they promote drug use and so much stuff, because they had to open up the gateway for so-called black people to accept narcotics and drugs. That's why they did what they did back in the day with Freeway Ricky Ross, when he brought in crack cocaine and all that shit. Trust me, they most definitely did experiments on this in other countries. That's what they said back in Bolivia. Before it was actually crack, it used to be just a paste. And they say people in Bolivia is going nuts off this shit. So that was the testing ground. Bolivia was their testing ground back in the day. And they said, you know what? We're going to bring this shit to America, do some shit to it, redesign it, repackage it, and we're going to call it crack. You see what I'm saying? The whole time, that was a narcotic and a psychedelic. They did some shit to it, chemistry-wise. They fucking with the physics and shit, So they used it in warfare. Why you think they did it? It's like biological warfare or, biological warfare. So instead of using sprays and shit, they use a drug, something that can alter your mind. Because they know a lot of people are psychic or have psychic abilities. They just don't know how to use them. So if you start doing all these freaky ass psychedelic drugs and shit like that, and you don't even know what you're taking, you don't know what you're doing, you're going to have that Cyclops effect. Like off X-Men, Cyclops, when he take off his glasses, that beam, his eyes just start shooting everywhere. He can't control it. And it's the certain special glasses that help him control it. He'll be able to shoot the laser out when he want to. That's basically like the same thing. When you psychic or have psychic abilities and don't know it, and you start doing all these different psychedelic drugs, you start doing shit to your brain. And the reason why you can do so many psychedelics and still be alive and shit is because somebody in your family, or you got that bloodline or gene that was connected back in the day for people who survived those tests. Because everybody in the war and shit like that, like they probably eventually died back in World War II and stuff like that, but a lot of them didn't die right away. Like a lot of people who had psychic abilities, their abilities were used to help Hitler and them gain like new information on blueprints of how to build rockets and different longitudes and latitudes of what a Russians would be and all different type of stuff. And when they did the psychic abilities, these people was already born psychic. They would give them LSD and different substances because their mind was strong enough to break past the MK Ultra stage. So they said, okay, we can use these people as super soldiers. We can use their mind as a weapon, and that's what they was doing. And they were using these psionic people to spy and remote view and to see what other people was doing, and they would give them different type of drugs and different type of psychedelics, and it would do different shit to their brain. It would have a different effect on their abilities. Like they take it, they might be able to shoot out beams out their hand, or they take this shit, and you know what I'm saying? They could see what the fuck happened next week. Like I'm just saying, it's crazy. It's deep. I know, it's deep. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna just hit you with this for right now. You know what I'm saying? This was a quick impromptu video. This was a Sunday sermon. You know, about biological warfare, spiritual warfare that's taking place, but no weapon formed against us shall prosper. So with that being said, wake the damn up. And Jesus Christ, amen. Don't get stepped on for Jesus. That way. Fuck Satan and fuck all his minions. Gang.